So after the Thakgi situation, the resin Thakgi situation that happened, and Sfiso at Piano Pals, the one thing that I've always been waiting for is to hear MacG's respond to all of it. No, I'm not sure this is the only response that he made, but this is some of the clips. I don't want to go through a whole episode trying to figure out where it is. I don't want to do that. So this is the clips that I found. So the caption goes like this: Super proud MacG praises Thakgi for not backing down. He's on my side. I was saying the same thing, bro. Like, at least Thakgi stood up for himself against the resident piano pause, and he criticizes the rapper for dictating what podcasts can and cannot say about him and his relationship, even though he's a public figure. That is the same thing that I said, even on TikTok. And I got so much backlash. I was like, oh my god, look at this fucking idiots, bro. So I just want to hear his response and see. Like, you know what they say,
it
great
turned
minds
out
think
that way.
Oh, Thakgi's
You
my
know?
fighter.
Yeah.
Thakgi. And it was right next to him. He's like, oh yeah, I'm not backing down, my nigga.
But that's Thakgi's whole thing. If you back down, then it's gonna be like, I got all that bravado and that talk, that you talk Gandhi. You know what I mean?
What I didn't agree with reasons, the fact that he was saying that they shouldn't have opinions about him and his relationship.
yeah.
Because, dude, once you are public, it's fair game, bro.
Yes.
We can have an opinion about anything. We can talk about your wife today, tomorrow it's your shoe, your toes, your head. It's fair game, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So all those idiots, and like even on my YouTube videos, all those idiots were backing up Resin for all the shit that he was saying. I was like, oh my god, bro. I never noticed. I didn't even realize there's so many stupid people in this country, in the world. Like, I was just like, it's like I tried to reply to some of few comments on TikTok, but it felt like I was talking to a loaf of bread. You guys are so stupid. Anyone who was backing up Resin for whatever he did and whatever his reasoning is so weak. I'm not saying he has a right to be mad. Of course, he has a right to be mad. But his reasoning and the way he acted, it was embarrassing and stupid, in my own opinion.
Like, you can't be public and dictate what we must have opinion, what we mustn't.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the same thing. All three of them, and it's a fair game. Let's say if his wife, he was not a public figure, I get it. But all three of them, the people who are mentioned in the podcast, are the thing that created the whole saga. All three of them are public figures. Lut Love, public figure. Gigi Lamayne, public figure. Resin, public figure. Sorry.
Like, what the fuck? Where do you get that privilege to say that?
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So I agree, like, it's fair game, dog. If you're a public figure, we will talk about you. If you don't want us to talk about you, then be a doctor or something. Be private. Yeah,
Don't date
for
Meanie.
real.
Don't date Meanie. If you're a doctor and date Meanie, then we'll talk about you. You know what I mean? You're free game.
No, but am I lying, dog?
Nah, bruh. People always write about you. They'll always talk about you. And
Exactly.
some opinions really do hurt. And I
Yeah.
get where it may have hurt, To be called a downgrade is brutal.
It
You know what I
is.
mean? That's like when we say,
It is.
Casper's song is horrible. That's brutal. But
Yeah.
it is an opinion. You know what I mean? It is our opinion as well.
Yeah.
So him
But
saying...
it's okay for him, though.
But
It's
for-
okay
but-
for
but-
him
but- but wait,
to
so-
respond. It's okay for Reason to respond.
So Thakgi can't have an opinion, or Sfiso, about the whole dating thing, but he can have an opinion about their opinions, because he said they're
Yeah.
trash.
He was responding.
But what I'm saying is that...
Exactly. That's the thing. I could have said the same thing. Like, he was saying, Resin kept on saying some stupid line like, you guys shouldn't come here and speak your opinion. You should only speak facts on your opinion. I'm like, that's the same thing that you're doing. You also right now, you came on their platform speaking your opinion. Why do you get the privilege to say your opinion, but I don't get their privilege to say their opinion? It was hypocritical, because this thing was happening in the moment. He was saying his opinion, how he felt about the situation, how he finds it disrespectful, whatever. That's his opinion. Why does he have the opinion to say that, but they don't have opinion? It was hypocritical at the moment.
that whose opinion is more valued then? It's all opinions at the end of the day. At the end of the day.
Theirs was unsolicited. But that's not the same comparison. But like, opinions are opinions, man. Everybody's always gonna have them. Me, for example, it depends what you say about my woman. And I'm me. I'm not Reason. I'm not Caesar. We're very different, If you swear at my woman, it's a whole different thing. You know what I mean? But
Exactly.
that comment.
That's another thing that I highlighted in my videos, and I was like, nothing they said was disrespectful. Although it can be subjective, you can say he found it disrespectful. I say, in a the objective way, you outlined the message of it, because there were some people bring up, hey, it can be defamation or whatever. When you go to court for defamation or whatever, you try to sue someone for defamation of character, they're gonna try to break down the outline, the message, what was like the whole packaging, the message, what was being the outline message of everything. So the outline message that I got from everything was just saying Reason's X, it's better looking than the current one. That is the outline message. It has nothing to do with defamation of character, nothing like that.
And I can see how it could hurt, and I think it's because we don't know what happened behind closed doors, and I think he knows how much it hurts his woman, or maybe.
I get it, but I guess everyone has their own opinion. I don't want to go through the comments. Is this the same thing? Is this the same video?
Right? Because I would have liked him to keep.
Okay, Reason has slept on Nota for the shit he has said about Reason when he met him. So Reason got hands. MacG and Soul react to Piano Pulse episode. Alright.
The shades on, keep that same energy, right? The same way Thakgi
Especially
was.
because he brought it up,
Exactly, right? But I think he saw that this guy's fired up. He's not listening.
Yeah.
And this could get, not violent, but it could heat up, you know? So
Well,
let me be...
Potentially it could have.
Yeah, but let me be the bigger man.
Yeah, Reason
So-
has slapped Nota
Fuck
for the
no.
shit he has said about Reason,
I
you know,
don't
when
know.
you met him.
Yeah.
Because I think here what they are talking about was the thing that has turned into a meme right now. When his Fiso was just looking up and he's just like, he didn't like counter or like at least like, you know, like talk with the Reason. He was just, he apologized at the end, of course, but they were just saying he didn't engage with the Reason. He just kept quiet. And then they're saying it was because he's trying to be a bigger person in the situation, not things to get out of line or whatever. I guess people have different perspective. I was gonna press him. I was gonna press him hard. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I know he's bigger. He's way bigger than me. Like way. I don't stand a chance against him in a street fight. You know what I'm saying? Fist to fist, fair game. I don't stand a chance. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a pussy. I was gonna let him press me like that. Hell, fucking no.
So Reason got hands.
Yeah.
Reason got hands.
Well,
So I
he
think
threatened
Sfiso
Thakgi.
saw that, hey, this can get out of hand. Let me just be the one in the room that tries to calm things down.
Nah, he was scared, bro. And you know what's the funny thing about Sfiso? When he turned into a meme, like, you know, like looking over. The funny thing about Sfiso is that just a few weeks ago, past few episodes, he was talking about, hey, we must stick together. I would die for you, my dog, whatever. And now the situation happened. He kept quiet. Fuck. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say about it. Because a few weeks ago, there was a situation that happened with like Monaka and them. They were fighting about Henneken. It has to do with Henneken. I remember clearly it was about Henneken. And then at the end, after they sorted out their Henneken situation, there was Sfiso from his mouth. I'm paraphrasing. I'm not talking about the exact word, but I'm paraphrasing. He was saying things like, yo, we need to stick together as a family. You know, I got you, my dog. We can't allow people from the outside to come and take one of us. We must protect each other. I would die for you. I'm not sure about die for you, but I've seen it multiple times in comments. I would die for you, for my dog. But when Reason came, he was so quiet.
So that my jaw doesn't get tested. Because I was gonna test your jaw. I test your jaw.
But that was podcast gold, man.
It was. Okay. Did you guys delete the was there a part? Did you delete the context, Fiso's context? Because he said you guys deleted his context.
They
Right?
Damn, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But anything, that is like one of the, I know I'm covering this late, but that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. I actually like MacG's response to this. I guess me and him were on the same page. But obviously MacG, he cares about numbers. He's excited about the numbers that that podcast is gonna get and the popularity, you know. Just business is business, I guess. But yeah.